Haven't heard that one, go back. It sets this one up perfectly. Today, we're going one level further because it wasn't just about food being better back then, it was about what food made happen. The conversations, the connections, the strangers that became friends, the family that actually knew each other, the moments nobody planned, but nobody ever forgot. And today, I'm going to get personal. Um, Growing up, the kitchen table wasn't just furniture, it was the room. Everything happened in this room right there. I used to do my homework there. We used to argue there. We celebrated there. We found out things you probably weren't supposed to know yet either because someone said something at the dinner table and nobody stopped the conversation fast enough. So, Friday nights in our house were pizza from Bono's. Dad picking it up on the way home. It was the end of the week. Everybody had worked, everybody had been at school, and that box coming through the door, that meant something. But the summers were a whole different level. Every Saturday and Sunday, without fail, my dad was on the grill. Now, this wasn't some fancy stainless steel situation. This grill looked about 40 years old. A little bit of rust on it, that faded gray color they get when they've been through many seasons. Not black anymore, just gray and earned. Every spring, he'd clean it up, put tinfoil over the grates, old school move, and that grill came back to life. I didn't think he ever bought a new one since I was a kid, but every weekend he mowed the lawn, tend to the garden, and have the meat prepped and ready. It was always beef, burgers, steaks, London broil mostly, the cheap cut. And he cooked it so well done, it came out like a hockey puck. Now, I've always been a medium rare kind of guy. And then there was my grandparents. Two completely different experiences, two completely different kinds of love. My grandfather, my mother's father, World War II vet, retired police officer, then worked security at a soda factory in Connecticut. And every morning after his night shift, he came home carrying treasure for us kids. Four glass bottles, tall ones, clamp tops, heavy, old school, beautiful. Root beer, cream soda, cherry, orange, grape, pure sugar syrup with chaos written all over it. Probably the worst thing on earth for kids and absolutely incredible. When we stayed at my grandparents' house, we'd wait all day for that night. We each got a little glass, probably about 6 ounces, maybe, enough to taste every flavor, enough to feel like royalty. Looking back now, it wasn't about the soda. It was about Grandpa coming home. It was about everyone gathering. This is the what about the biscuits moment. Every family has that one dish, that one holiday dish nobody really wants, but somehow keeps surviving. For us, or I should say for me, green bean casserole. Say it like a verdict. No hesitation on saying no green bean casserole. Now, I know this dish has defenders. Some of y'all might love it. That's between you and your maker, or whatever you believe in the universe. Growing up, my mother used to make it. Fine. A little watery, but it was manageable. Then, after I got married, my brother in law's family brought one every single Thanksgiving, year after year, like it was written into law. And this thing looked like it had lost the will to live. Liquid everywhere. Texture suspicious. Steam rising like a warning sign. You put it on your plate. Now it's leaking into everything else. Turkey gets contaminated, stuffing compromised, mashed potatoes, you're in danger. And let me say this with a caveat. If any of my family members listen to this, they're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. But no offense, it was the same dish year after year after year. And you might like it. I did not. And if you don't like your food touching psychological warfare, every year, same dish, like I said, same commitment, no pivot, no growth, no reflection whatsoever. I'm not trying to be mean, but some traditions need to be retired. Green bean casserole, I'm respectfully declining forever. Growing up in northern New Jersey, 20, 30 minutes outside New York City, food wasn't a hobby, it was an identity. Half the town was Jewish, half the town was Italian. Everybody else mixed in between. Some division here, some division there. Not much, though, and everybody ate. Italian spots, Jewish spots, Jewish delis, bagel shops, sub shops, pizza joints. Real places, family owned places, places where owners were the culture, not pretending to be it. Right off the boat, their grandmother's recipes, their names on the door. You want an Italian sub? We had Duke's Deli right around the corner from the high school. Hard roll outside, soft inside. Cut it open, scoop the dough out of the dome on top. So now we can fit even more meat. And that was called engineering.